Good morning everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all well, and honestly thank you all so much for always being so kind on my YouTube. And yeah, it's just, I feel like YouTube is a really nice place to be. Like, I really like it, to be fair, because social media is just, it's so evil. I think Twitter is like the worst place to be on, to be fair. Like, I've sort of deleted the app really. I'm sort of so over Twitter and how mean people are and how judgmental people. It's just like so vile. And you know what, I really hope that the way I bring my children up, they would never go to Twitter and try and make someone else feel like shit. So yeah, I really like YouTube, and I just think it's a really kind place actually, and I really hope it stays that way. So this video is going to be pretty random. I don't know if I've just said that, but I'm actually going down today to my nan and brav's house. If for anyone that doesn't know me, my bruv is basically my granddad, but no one in my family calls him granddad. Like, his name's bruv. So basically the reason why is because my mum and dad had me so young. I was literally like 18 and I was the only child, and I really wanted a brother. So my granddad said, well, you know what, I'll be your brother. And that was it. It just stuck. It's nan and bruv. Like, no one calls him bruv, no one buys him granddad cards. It's literally nan and bruv. But you know what, I love it, and I know he does. And I genuinely think if someone called him granddad, he'd be like, I think he'd actually be quite upset. I actually do. But this week is quite a big week for me actually, because I'm actually going to Wales this weekend for work. You know, I've been really emotional about it. I've obviously, you know what I find so weird? Every time I'm filming these YouTube videos, I'm like due on, or it's just mad how often a girl has a period, really. Not to be so disgusting, I don't want to go into it, but I've been emotional about it. Like, the other day I was genuinely crying all day, like, I don't know how I'm going to do it, I don't know how I'm going to work, I don't know how I'm going to leave him. And we tried to come up with this whole thing of, all right, well, why don't we bring him down and, you know, up to Wales with us. But then I just thought, whoa, but I'm working such long hours, so what's the point? You know, I'm not really going to be able to be his mum there, you know, I'm not going to be able to give him the attention and the love that he needs or anything, because I'm just going to be filming. But I don't know, I know he's like stayed a night away obviously at my mum's, but I know he's at my mum's, I know he's 20 minutes down the road, and I always get up the next day and go down there because I like miss him so much. So it has been a bit tough really, but you know what, I've just loved being a mum. I've loved staying at home, being a mum. And you know what, I feel like going back to work is probably easier, because I know it sounds thingy, but when you're a mum and you're indoors all day, it's like, it's so time consuming. Like, there's no lunch breaks, there's nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like you're with them constantly, and I literally love it. Like, I've loved every second of it. Like, don't get me wrong, when he was a newborn I was petrified of him. I remember like ringing my mum constantly going, mum, I really don't know what to do, I don't know if I'm doing it right. Or I cried so much, like genuinely, like I never knew the emotions that come with it, because I just cried and I was like, I just felt like I was failing all the time. And then like one morning, it wasn't probably one morning, but like all of a sudden I just got it. And I've just really enjoyed just being a stay-at-home mummy. And the whole corona thing as well was sort of been, obviously it's been a terrible time, but it's also been nice for me to be able to be at home and, you know, do meetings on Zooms. And obviously I've had photo shoots, but it's just been for days, and I've sort of come back after. So yeah, it is going to be weird, but you know, I've got to go back to work. That is what it is. And I love working, I really do, and I love being on TV and doing stuff like that. I genuinely haven't done it in such a long time, and yeah, I know it'll be fun, but it's just like, baby, I hope I'm okay. But then Wales have them really nice Welsh cakes, don't they? So I'm sure that'll get me through it all. And yeah, I'm really excited to film and stuff. I don't know, it's just been a bit weird obviously, because I've been so wrapped around my baby, and now like leaving him is going to be like a bit heart-wrenching, but it's fine. I'm going to chill out. Everything's good. So yeah, I'm also going to film today probably like a little mini Q&A. So I'm going to go to my nan and bruvs with the baby, because they miss him so much, and then maybe I'll end it with a little Q&A. Who knows? My videos are very random, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to literally get myself sorted now, just brush my hair and put a little bit of concealer under these bags, because wow, you can get like things done for that, can't you? You literally can get anything done now, can't you? Like, isn't it crazy what you can get done? So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video. Just got in the car, I'm about to drive down to my nan's. My phone has stopped working, no idea why, so I've literally got no network, and it's making me feel a bit ill actually. Anxiety Annie over here, that like my phone's not working, I need a phone on the motorway just in case, you know, there's like 4 hours worth of traffic and I can't, oh no, let's just chill. So I don't know why my phone's broke, but yeah, I'm just about to drive down to my nan's. Oh Imagine, I'm just thinking of the most stupidest things now. Little Bubba is in the back. It's so good. I've got him like a mirror that attaches, so it's just literally put my mind at ease since I've had that, because I just like to have a little see, so I can look through my mirror and then I just sort of see him there. So, and his face right now, I love him so much. So yeah, we're about to go drive down to my nan's, and yeah, the weather's a bit crap, so I wanted to go for a little bit of lunch, but we can just see what happens, and hopefully everything's fine and I have not got a phone. So fantastic. Oh, how did I get so lucky? He's so perfect. Bruv! How are you?
Hi, Jimmy. Sarah, good to see you. Hi, Ursula, how are you?
Hi, my finger.
I'm good. Well,
Look.
My finger.
this house, just
I like your hair long though.
it's really similar to what we're trying to do.
What's he doing? I just love a custard cream. I'm still meant to be on a diet, Nan. I need to like go on a serious diet. Oh, are you having cuddles with your bro? Look the way he looks at you. Look, you having cuddles? Hey?
Keep that finger on.
What's this?
And you seriously need to get rid of that photo in the hallway. This ugly one of me laughing.
Yeah. Enjoy the fresh air.
He's getting a lot better at sitting up though, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Leaf nasal spray.
Okay, many showers today. Windy in the south. Today, an unsettled day yet again with rain or heavy.
We ain't got summer, have we, bruv?
Winds in the south still
We had a week.
They will continue to ease a little. Feeling
We had a week.
and wet weather with highs struggling. Tonight, rain
I love
in
that
northeastern
picture so much.
skies will
We had a week
persist
of
and
sun.
low cloud will dominate.
No more.
This is the biscuit tin I got bruv for Christmas when I was pregnant. Scone. Just nice. No biscuits, just a scone. So my child with napping is like, oh, he's so good at napping at home. When we're out,
The canvases got larger in lockdown, he says. Leaves appeared and shifts in perspective gave more gravity to the trip.
I remember John Lennon once said, somebody said to him, why did you put it together in the 70s? And he said, well, what else can we do to grow it? And it kind of feels something.
lunch.
Now you can sit and eat.
That is made with love, that is, Nan, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Pure and utter love.
And you're going to have your dinner. And then you're going to go sleep. And then we'll take you back. And then it'll be my turn. Yeah. And I won't want to know you then. Well, no. No. I won't want to know you then.
So, I'm whispering because Santi is currently asleep in the back. He is literally so good when we're like at home, like with sleeping and stuff, but as soon as we're in like another environment, like, he ain't sleeping. Unless it's my mum's house as well, it's mad. But I'm just sitting in the car for like literally another couple more minutes because I just wanted him to have like, to have like a longer sleep. So I know as soon as I get him out of the car, he's gonna be like that. Hey mum. But I'm sweating in this car. Honestly, this weather is just absolutely crazy. 1 minute it's like pissing down the rain, the next minute it's hot and I'm boiling. But yeah, does anyone else do this? Like just sit in their car obviously whilst their baby naps, because the naps are so important. He does look so cute now when he sleeps. But he had a lovely little afternoon around my nan's. I'm probably going to film the Q&A tomorrow now because it's a little bit later now and obviously I've got to get home and do stuff. So, well, I am home, but I'm going to film it tomorrow. Oh my god, I actually did like a little Q&A box and I haven't even looked at the questions, so yeah, I'm going to film it tomorrow and I'll speak to you then. Hello everyone, hope you're well. So I thought I would finish off this YouTube video with a little mini Q&A. I'm just going to go for it because, I'm just going to go for it into the questions because I notice all I do is talk. I've never changed since I was young. Every parents' evening, the same thing was, lovely girl, just don't stop talking. I just blabber on. I blabber on before I blabber, you know? So yeah, I'm just gonna go for it and just stop talking absolute shite all the time. So, breathe. I literally feel like I'm just always on the go. Oh my god, can I just show you quickly this really cute picture of Santi? I've been trying on like hats for him and his head has got so big. Like, he's got such a big head to when he was like little. Okay, so let's quickly go. So let's start with Love Island. Am I watching Love Island? Yes, I am watching Love Island. Obviously every single night. It's so weird though. Like, another question was like, how do you feel like seeing people in the villa? The first year I watched Love Island, it was so weird for me because it was like, oh my god, I was in there like last year. It was always so weird, but now I genuinely feel like I've never been on it and I'm just a viewer. Like, it was 3 years ago, so it was such a long time ago, and now when I watch it, it's like, how was that me? Like, how was I in that show? You know, like when you see all the adverts and everyone's talking about it, like it's always, someone is always talking about it, either on the radio, on the telly, you know, Instagram, like you cannot miss it. So it is so weird, and I am watching it. And it's just crazy. I feel like at the minute, like obviously it's only been a week in, I feel like I'm not really invested in anyone yet. I really did like Libby and Jake, but I don't know what's going on with Jake. But I feel like Jake, I feel like Jake will try and have a little bit of, you know, fun with other girls, and then he'll come back to Liberty. That's my theory. But I'm hoping that Libby, if he does do that, then Liberty goes, well, you know, you had your chance really. But it is really intense in there. So when like they're crying and getting really upset, like a week with someone genuinely feels like a month. It's just so intense in there. But I absolutely love Love Island. But I don't know, like when I watch it, I think I'm so glad I had my girls in there, because these girls, the way they dress, I mean, they're stunning. But the way they dress and stuff for bed, I'm like, no, I feel like none of us girls did that. But they are absolutely beautiful, and I wish them all the luck in the world. But honestly, it's just it's such a crazy experience. But yes, I'm watching it and I love it. Do I miss being in the Love Island villa? Do I miss? No, because my voice went. No, because obviously I've experienced it and it was such an incredible time and it was absolutely amazing. But I don't necessarily miss it. I feel like when you watch it, it's like so crazy, watch it and so surreal. But I'm not looking at my telly like it's on telly. But it's not necessarily that I miss it, but obviously when I watch it, it's very overwhelming. You think, oh, that was such a great experience. Like, so I look at it and think that, but I don't look at it and think, oh, I miss it. Do you know if that makes sense? It was just absolutely incredible. It's like such an amazing opportunity to do. Okay, the best and worst things about being on Love Island. Best and worst things. I think the best things is like literally being away from the world and it being able to escape everything, like literally just putting your phone down and going, this is it, and living in this bubble and living in this like fairy tale world. I think I absolutely loved and enjoyed that, because it was just not reality, and it was and you're never ever really gonna be able to do that, are you, to just escape from everything and any stresses, any worries, like all that's gone. You know, you're just in this bubble and you know you're meeting people, and that is what I absolutely loved. I think the worst thing was not knowing what to expect sometimes and not being able to eat what you want, because obviously it's like catering and stuff, so I really did miss a lot of foods. And like the two alcoholic beverages of a night as well, I didn't like that. That was really annoying. But then again, I'm sort of glad that we wasn't allowed to drink alcohol like a lot every single night, because I feel like it would have been a completely different show. You know, like when you're drunk and that, you say the wrong things, and you know, I think it's really good that they've kept it to do 2 drinks a night, because otherwise I just think it would completely change the concept. And you are what you are, you know, when you're sober. Sometimes when you're drunk you can go a little bit AWOL. But I did miss not being able to just have that one extra drink. And Megan once, she don't mind me talking about it now, Megan once stole all of our drinks. Megan. And then we got barred from drinks for a week. I can't believe she did that to us. I've still never forgiven her for it, to be honest, and I never have forgot it. No, I love her really. So that's probably like the best and the worst things. Okay, how are you finding trying to keep a 5-month-old entertained all day? You know what? I've actually noticed now, the older he's getting, you do have to keep him really entertained, like with Santi. I've introduced to him quite like a lot of toys now. Obviously he's still in this like in-between stage, like he's not completely sitting up yet on his own, and with toys and stuff he can grab it, but he's not really into toys unless I put them in front of him. So I am in that like awkward stage, and I think, what do I do with him? I definitely think playgroups and stuff are really good for him, you know, sensory. It depends what kind of mood he's in though, because last time we went he was just crying the whole time. So but he's definitely doing sensory stuff, and don't get me wrong, we do have telly on sometimes, but I've got to get things done. I do put the telly on for him, you know. is what it is. But I think it is just now, I've definitely ordered him some new toys and stuff. Amazon are brilliant for that, to be fair, just because toys, they come and they go, don't they? So I don't think you should spend a fortune on toys, but definitely things he can hold, I think are really good. Tummy time, I think it's all different stuff. I think try and do something every day with them, even if it is just, you know, doing like an hour of just sensory and, you know, playing and, you know, taking them out on walks. You know, I like taking them to my mum's, I go to my nan's. I feel like in the week I try and plan my day so he's not indoors all the time, because I feel like when he's indoors all the time it's a struggle, ain't it? Like, what do you do with a child all day? But I've definitely now just started to introduce more like new things to him and stuff. I'm dreading though when he gets to that age when it's all Play-Doh and paint and, oh god, that sort of stuff really freaks me out, really does. Like the other day, he dropped, I started giving him, I give him like a little vegetable puree thing, and it fell on the floor and it went all up the sofa. Stained everything. So yeah, I'm literally ready for all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it is difficult, I'm not gonna lie, now he's at that age, because I think, is he bored? And he does moan sometimes. I think, are you bored? He can't tell me, can he? So yeah, I think it's just taking that time out and, you know, doing things, but making him laugh. I love making him laugh as well. But yeah, the older he gets, I'm like, oh, I've got to entertain you, haven't I? When they're newborn, they don't do anything all day, they just sleep, wake up, get fed. So yeah, I think the hours in between, you know, when they're awake and stuff, just do what you can, you know, don't stress about it. There are going to be some days where, you know, they are just watching telly and you're sitting on the sofa. You know, you can't be a golden parent all the time, you know. You've got to do, you know, just being you and, you know, loving them and, you know, looking after them is enough. You know, you haven't got to every single day think, I'm not doing enough, even though the mum guilt is just, no one can literally describe mum guilt the way, like, it is vile. I honestly have it all the time, honestly, every single time. It's just, it's horrible. I wish it would go. Okay, yeah, this question, do you feel the mum pressure guilt from social media? It's so hard. Social media, I say this all the time, but it really can be the devil. It really can be, because it is constantly like comparing and you know, I think before it was the whole, why don't I look like that, she eats all that and she looks like that, let's just put it here, she's not eating that, she's not, okay, let's just put that out there. It is, social media is so fake and toxic, and, you know, it's just, you can post like a perfect picture but behind that you actually feel like crap. So but now I'm not really bothered about all that kind of social media now. Like, I'm like, whatever, I'm so over all that. But the, you know, the comparing and stuff of parenting is difficult, because even now, if I see like a baby that's, you know, the same age as Santi, and he's rolling over forward to back and, you know, sitting up independently on his own, I think, why am my son doing that? You know, am I doing something wrong? And you can't help but feel like that. But I think it's sometimes talking to your friends and your family for them to sort of reassure you and go, it's fine, you know, everyone's at their own pace, you know, every baby's different. Some babies walk at 18 months, 11 months, 12 months, it doesn't matter, it's your child. But I think now I've tried to be a little bit more chill, but trust me, I do have days when I genuinely can't deal with social media, and I sometimes think, just turn it off, get off it. Because I even had that with the weaning, you know, when I obviously said that I've introduced Santi to porridge and stuff, and now I've started to introduce like a little evening meal for him. Like, I had such love, but I had such hate from people saying that, you know, I'm influencing others and I'm going to cause him to have like tummy like damage and just really horrible things. And I was like, am I doing it wrong then? Like, and then I was looking at Santi thinking, am I giving you poison? Because it is, it's like, every mum is doing it so differently, like every single mum is. So just chill out. Like, I speak to Charlotte Dawsey and I love her so much, and she gets it as well, you know. Obviously she's breastfeeding and that is absolutely incredible, like she's done it for so long, and my hat completely goes off to her. And obviously she co-sleeps with Noah and she gets it, people being judgmental on her co-sleeping, and I see that and I think, well, why does it bother you? You know, it's not your child, chill. Oh, I'm really passionate about it. But yeah, it is difficult, because I do feel like that. Like, obviously I've sometimes given Santi the jars and stuff, and I think, oh my god, should I not be giving him jars? You know, are they really bad? It's awful, you know. You do it your way, and that's what I just feel like now, because yeah, social media is the devil. It really is. Some days it really does defeat me, and other days I'm like, oh, we got this, it doesn't matter. My son is loved, he's bathed, he's clean, he's, you know, he's a happy little boy. Like, that's what whenever I look at him, he's so happy. He's just so happy to be alive. Like, he's just so smiling and so chirpy. And I think that's because I'm more chilled now. When I first had Santi, I was so emotional and I cried constantly because I just didn't think I was doing enough and I wasn't doing it right, and the breastfeeding didn't work out, and I was just absolutely heartbroken about it. Like, every time I was giving him formula, it was like I was giving him like toxic poison or something. So I felt like he as a newborn was quite upset, because I think that because I was so like riled up all the time, like I feel like with my next baby I probably will enjoy the newborn stage a lot more because I'll be a bit more chilled out. But apparently the transition from 1 to 2 is even harder, so I'll come back to you on that. But this leads me actually on to my next question. So many people say to me, oh, when do you think you'll have your next baby? I'll probably wait till Santi's about 2. I don't feel like you can plan these things. Like, I really don't think you can. I feel like when I feel like I'm ready, you know, I don't want to rush it. You know, people that have babies, like 2 babies under 1, I reckon it's amazing when they're older because they're like best friends, but that must be difficult. But I feel like you can't plan. I don't think you can plan. I feel like when you feel like they're ready, and I'm literally just loving being Santi's mummy at the minute, and I'm enjoying just him growing up, and I really just want to cherish these moments and not rush it, you know. When the time's right, the time's right. Okay, does Santi sleep in his own room or your room? So Santi is now in his home bedroom. The reason for this is because, by the way, every parent is different, you know, and Santi, when he was in our bedroom, just did not sleep. Like, he genuinely was up constantly, and I don't know if it, you know, I don't know if he's quite a light sleeper, because if you'd move, he'd wake up. He was up every hour to 2 hours, and I could not, I didn't know what we was doing wrong. And it becomes so stressful because you're running off like literally no hours sleep. And I spoke to Lisa, who's a sleep, she does like sleep training and stuff. She's like a sleep, what else does she do? She's obviously written her own book. She does absolutely loads, Lisa. Like, she's got her own book called Blissful Baby Expert, which I've spoken about before. And I said to her, like, is it wrong if I put him in his own bedroom? She was like, Danny, put him in his own bedroom, get him some blackout blinds, and she'd maybe get this, I've got him this monitor, and it's called the Angel Care Monitor, which is absolutely brilliant, and it has like a breathing pad mat underneath him, like underneath the cot thing, so it obviously monitors him and stuff, and it like flashes green and stuff, obviously, to just say, you know, obviously that he's okay. And I said, I know, because obviously, you know, I'm so for like safe sleeping and stuff, and you know the NHS guidelines say obviously, you know, having your baby in your room up until they're 6 months, and there's no way, and you know midwife said, Danny, don't do that. But I was just like, I'm running off no sleep, and Lisa said to me, Danny, you've got the Angel Care Monitor, he's absolutely fine, you know, try it. And I just noticed such a massive difference in his sleeping. Like, now, touch wood, he sleeps all the way through the night now. Obviously it all depends how he's feeling, you know, we all have good nights and bad nights, but on a good night he will sleep from 7:30 till 6:30, 7 the next day. And I feel like it's because he's not being disturbed, he's in a blackout room, he has his white noise on. Like, I'm a light sleeper, if someone even gets up, I'm awake. So yeah, I feel like him in his own bedroom has just changed everything. He went in from about 4 months, and it was the best decision I made. But obviously every baby's different, and I'm not advertising for people to do that, but you've got to do what's right. And when you're running off no sleep, it's difficult. But yeah, he's in his own bedroom, he has his monitor, he has his breathing pad, so I know everything's safe, and he's happy. And obviously, like, the door's open, you know, I can hear him. Like, you never miss your baby's crying. My nan has always said that, and trust me, I don't. Even phantom cries, like if I'm in the shower, I think, is he crying? Do you take Santi to any play or sing along groups yet? Neither does as I have a 5-month-old. So yes, I take him to it's called Heartbeeps. Is it called Heartbeeps that I take him to? Yeah, because that was another one I took him to, Heartbeeps, and he loves it. It's absolutely a brilliant class. It's so good, actually, to be fair. He absolutely loves it. It was all like the sensory and, you know, the music, and you really just can't take yourself too seriously in classes. Like, when I first went on the first day, all the singing and stuff, I was a bit like, oh, I don't know if I could do it, you know. They are a little bit cringe, but you have to do it, and you know, it's sweet for the baby, and I think it's good for them to sort of, you know, see other babies, and you know, to meet other mums and stuff. And I love it, like, I really do. It's funny. I think I'm probably going to start taking to another one, but the waiting lists were like crazy, they were insane. So I'm actually so lucky that I even got a place, to be honest. So he goes to that, he absolutely loves it, and I feel like you've just got to let your barrier down. If you haven't been to one, like, let the barrier down, because you are gonna have to sing to them and do silly things and pretend you're a crocodile and all that kind of stuff. But that's mum life now, you know, that is mum life. That's sort of things that I just genuinely never thought would happen. Okay, this one come up. Will you eventually go back to acting? Loved you on EastEnders. And someone also put underneath, why didn't you tell anyone you didn't share it on social media? Okay, so I absolutely love acting. I've literally always, I went to an acting academy when I was young called CTA, and then I did like the National Youth Theatre courses, and I always did dancing and acting and singing from when I was like 3, so I always sort of did it, which sort of kind of annoyed me obviously when people were like, she isn't trained, why is she doing this, when I've actually done acting things before. And obviously I did Nativity the musical, was so much fun, and and it just sort of annoyed me when people genuinely feel, you know, people are always entitled to have their opinions. And when it come up about me doing this thing with my dad, I was like, of course I will. Like, I'd be silly to say no, and I absolutely loved it. And I haven't done acting obviously for a while. Obviously now I'm a mum, and I sort of just stepped on the stage, and I was like, oh, this is really happening now. But maybe I will. It was absolutely incredible. I think I need to just sort of let the barriers down, that not everyone's going to want me to do it. Like, you know, people on social media and stuff, they can be really nice and really horrible. Before it was even aired, the messages I got and what people were saying about me was just so vile and so awful. And you know, when people say you need to get a thicker skin, I don't think my skin could get any thicker if it tried. You know, I try everything to just not let things affect me and upset me, but it's difficult because I'm still only human. And so I feel like if I went into the acting thing, I'd have to understand that not everyone is gonna love it, and you know, people are going to have their opinions and stuff. But yeah, I absolutely loved it, and I love being on EastEnders. And you know what, the love so, you know, outdid the hate. But yeah, I think definitely I would, depending on the right role and what I was doing and stuff. Do you find you lean on your mum a lot more now that you're a mum yourself? So my mum has literally been my hero through having Santi. Like, I love my mum so much. She genuinely is like my best friend. She was so young when she had me. She was only 18. So I've sort of grown up with her. Definitely I have. Especially when he was first born. Like, my mum moved in with me and she used to stay with us every single Thursday. The things like that she put in my fridge was very random. Like, I'd have profiterole rolls, a bit of bacon, some olives, some sausage rolls. Like, she was just buying random things. And I was like, Mum, what is going on? But I loved having my mum there, and I definitely lean on her more. I sometimes feel like just ring your mum if you've got a question or anything like that, ring her. Because sometimes you can sort of lean on others, and your mum knows it, doesn't she? Like, your mum really does. Even though I feel like my mum will definitely be giving Santi a McDonald's before anyone. She's just so, like, she does it her way, and I'm completely cool with that. That literally saying what goes on at Nanny's stays at Nanny's, I totally get it now. I really, really do. But my mum is absolutely incredible, and I'd have been so lost about her, especially when I first had the bubba. Like, she was absolutely my rock, and I definitely do lean on her more. You know, I've said it before, sometimes when you become a mum, you can feel quite lonely sometimes, because especially if your other friends and stuff don't really have babies, you can't just get up and go for dinner when you want. You can't just go for lunches and, you know, with your friends and go out for boozy brunches. You know, you can, but the next day you've got a baby to deal with, so it can be quite lonely. So I feel like having my mum to lean on and just go around there and have a bit of dinner sometimes is just nice. You know, I feel like you should never be afraid to ask for help or be afraid to, you know, lean on someone, because it's sometimes impossible to take it all on. But yeah, my mum has been incredible, and I do love Jo. She comes around there and just nicks all my clothes though. That's her thing. I'm going to take all these. I'm like, you do that, babe. Okay, does your little sister and brother help out with Santiago? Yes, they do. They love him so much. Artie, like, gets so emotional. Like, my little brother Artie's 7, and he's so intelligent, and he only calls him Santiago. Like, it's not Santi, it's Santiago, and he loves him. He goes, Danny, he talks like this. He goes, he just gets cuter and cuter every single day. I just can't believe it. He's always just so much energy, and Sunny loves him. Like, Sunny, my little sister, is going to be an incredible mum one day. Like, me at 14, I definitely wasn't like her. Like, she's just so loving, and she's going to be brilliant. She really is. Okay, I'm literally going to wrap this up now. You know, I'm going to finish off with a Love Island question. Why not? Started watching series 4 of Love Island again. Are you still in contact with any of the contestants? Yes and no, really. I absolutely love Samira. Like, Samira, me and her just clicked. As soon as I see her, I was like, I want you to be my friend. Be my friend. And obviously I still speak to Georgia as well. Bless her heart. So, but that's it really. Zara, love Zara, she's so sweet. Megan, we sometimes have like little DMs and stuff, but it's difficult. I feel like you just end up, when you're in there, you're like, we'll talk forever, we're going to be best friends forever, because obviously you live with people. Like, I lived with most of them people for 2 months, so it is crazy how it's so full on, and then when you come out, you all just go and do your own things. But yes, I feel like if I bumped into any of them, you know, you'd always want to ask how they are. And you know, it was such an incredible time, an incredible experience. And one thing I would like to say is to people, before you are commenting or anything, and I know Twitter is, especially for it of Love Island, is so quick and easy to just go comment this, say this, here's shit, she don't look good, you know, think about it, because people are still human, and they really, really are. And that's even like with me, what I still can't get my head around is, for me, people are allowed to say whatever they want about me. People are allowed to comment about what I look like, how I talk, what I wear, you know, people are really allowed to do that. But if I was for one to imagine comment on someone's photo and call them fat or ugly, or, you know, say disgusting things I'm not even going to say on here, I'd lose my jobs, you know, my management would go absolutely crazy at me. Like, it would be a big deal. It would be absolutely a massive deal if I ever put someone down. So I just feel like, why is someone else allowed to do that about me but still keep their job, their friends, their family, obviously keep everything fine, their lives carry on? But if I did that, oh my god, it would be such a big deal. So sometimes I don't understand, really. I feel like if you're going to say a horrible comment, there should be consequences, you know. But I don't know, I feel like hopefully one day that will change. So yeah, I just feel like, be kind to everyone, please, and you know, enjoy the Love Island. You know, they are only human, they're entertaining you every single night, so yeah, just be kind. That's all I'd like to say, really, on that front. Thank you all so much for watching. Honestly, it means the world to me when you're all so kind and friendly, and all your comments really do help me, you know, when you've got a bit of advice for Santi or anything else. But thank you all so much, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe and like. Love you all so much.